Good evening and happy Thursday. Welcome to Moments with Mary. I want to give a continued shout out to all healthcare workers and those on the front line taking care of our people. In keeping with National Poetry Month, today is Poem in Your Pocket Day. It was initiated by the Office of the Mayor in New York City in 2002. It's recommended that you memorize and share a poem with your friends today. My mother always shared that you should keep a poem in your head, so if you had difficulty resting at night, you could recite it until you fell asleep. And also, if you had that poem in your head, if you were called on impromptu, you'd have something to say. And I've seen her do that. I've heard her do that. So today, I will read a variety of poems, some about trees, one from Robert Frost, Maya by Carolee Weatherford. And the first poem about trees is entitled Trees of the Fragrant Forest. Trees of the fragrant forest, with leaves of green unfurled, through summer's heat, through winter's cold, what do you do for your world? Our green leaves catch the raindrops that fall with soothing sound, then drop them slowly, slowly down. 'Tis better for the ground. When rushing down the hillside, a mighty freshness foams our giant trunks and spreading roots. 'Tis better for the ground. When rushing down the hillside, a mighty freshness form our giant trunks and spreading roots defend our happy homes. From burning heat in summer, we offer a cool retreat, protect the land in winter storm from cold and wind and sleet. Our falling leaves in autumn, by breeze turned and tossed, will rake a deep sponge carpet warm, which saves the ground from frost. We give you pulp for paper. Our fuel gives you heat. We furnish lumber for our homes and nuts and fruit to eat. With strong and graceful outline, with branches green and bare, we fill the land through all the year with beauty everywhere. So listen from the forest. Each one a message sends to children on this Arbor Day. We trees are your best friends. And the second piece is a piece by Mary Hardy. Trees have served with very few snitches because they were afraid they would be found in ditches. With no voice, without a choice, trees have served. And this poem, Reluctance, was posted by one of our master gardeners in the area, and it's entitled Reluctance. And it reads, out through the fields and the woods, and over the walls I've wended, I've climbed the hills of view, and looked at the world and descended. I've come by the highway home, and lo, it is ended. The leaves are dead on the ground, and those that the oak is keeping, to ravel them one by one, and let them go scrapping and creeping. Out over the crusted snow, with others are sleeping, and the dead leaves lie hurtled and still, no longer blown hither and thither. The last lone aster is gone, the flowers of the witch hazel wither. The heart is still aching to seek, but the feet question whither. When to the heart of man was it ever less than a treason to go with the drift of things, to yield with the grace to reason, and bow and accept the end of a love or a season? And that's Reluctance by Robert Frost. The next piece is taken from Remember the Bridge, and it reads, "The conductor was a woman." And it was written for Harriet Tubman. And it reads, "This line ain't got no tracks. This road ain't got no rails. Bloodhounds are howling, hunting for her trail. The stations are hideouts. The conductor holds a gun. She stops at each plantation for slaves on the run. Hear her whistle blowing, hoot owl at break of dawn. Lose those chains and shackles till not a soul you are gone. Steal away, with the rags up on your back. Run until your bare feet bleed. Her train won't jump the track. Won't let nobody turn her round. She's bound through fire and rain. The North Star is the headlight on her freedom train." And that's The Conductor Was a Woman. The next piece is When I Think About Myself, and it's written by Aunt Maya Angelou. When I think about myself, I almost laugh myself to death. My life ain't been one big joke. A dance that's walked, a song that spoke. I laugh so hard I almost choke when I think about myself. 60 years in these folks' world, the child I work for called me gal. I say yes, ma'am, for working's sake, too proud to bend, too poor to break. I laugh until my stomach ache when I think about myself. My folks can make me split my side. I laugh so hard, I hardly died. The tales they tell sound just like lying. They grow the fruit, but eat the rind. I laugh until I start to crying when I think about my folks. And that's Maya Angelou. And the last piece is Alone. Lying, thinking last night how to find my soul a home where water is not thirsty and bread loaf is not stone. I came up with one thing, and I don't believe I'm wrong, that nobody but nobody can make it alone. There are some millionaires with money they can't use. Their wives run around like banshees. Their children sing the blues. Doctors to cure their heart of stone, but nobody can make it out here alone. Alone, all alone. Get out here alone. Now, if you listen closely, I'll tell you what I know, because nobody but nobody can make it out here alone. Alone, all alone. Nobody but nobody can make it out here alone. I want to thank you for listening. Let us continue to check on each other, support each other, and pray for each other as we travel through these difficult times. I want to thank you and you stay safe. Love you.